Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, Collective. Welcome back into the channel, you guys. So, you guys, as usual, I'm going to do our inner wisdom compass oracle message for you guys. I will also pull messages from the cosmic oracle, also from your higher self. Also, pull some characteristic cards just to see if we can get a little bit more detail on who this may be pertaining to, and then also some zodiac signs at the end. Welcome back, all of my current followers and subscribers. You guys have been absolutely amazing with the amount of love and support that you guys have shown the channel. Welcome in all of the new followers and subscribers as well. Thank you for joining the Fam Bam. Once you hit that notification bell to subscribe, make sure to select all so you never miss any of my new videos that I upload for you guys. Also, please be sure to check out the description box just for a little bit of information on me, the goal of the channel, and if you would like to support as well. All right, you guys, what is going on in my collective? What do you guys have going on? Let's see what situations you guys are dealing with that we need to discuss. Maybe I can give you a little bit of wisdom and advice on. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you have been enjoying your day, morning, afternoon, or evening, or whenever you are catching this message. All right, you guys, let's see. Let's see. What does my collective got going on right now? What does my collective got going on right now? 3 more, please. What does my collective got going on right now? 3 more, please. Okay. Oh, collective. Interesting. Let me see what's going on for you guys. So the first card out we have is honesty. It says it's always been said that honesty is the best policy. Always remember to be honest with yourself and others. Okay. Then I have love yourself, but it's in the reverse. In order to love someone else, you must first love yourself. So with the being in reverse, I could be talking to someone who's having a hard time with this right now. And maybe it's something that you're starting to be honest about with yourself. You're starting to realize that maybe the things that have happened so far or thus far in life, the situation that you may find yourself in, which we're going to keep going and figure out, could be due to the fact that you're realizing you haven't been loving yourself. And because you don't feel like you have the capacity to love yourself, it's making it hard for you to love others in the proper way. And maybe you're starting to see that. And maybe it's because here, pearls before swine, be careful who you give your best self to, for the wrong people will take you for granted and are unworthy of your gifts. Save your best for those who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and return the kindness. So maybe this has been the issue. Okay. You have been pouring into confirmation with the crow here. confirming. You've been pouring into people who don't deserve your time and efforts, and you've been doing this for a very long time. And because you've been pouring into people who don't deserve your efforts, who never show you appreciation, who have been unworthy of your best foot forward, which you have been working so hard to give, and because you have not been poured back into, there's been a lack of love given to you. You've been made to feel that the treatment of not being appreciated and not being valued is what you deserved. And you're honestly starting to see that. And that is the reason why you don't know how to give love to yourself. And so it makes it difficult for you to really show love to others, even if maybe deep down you really want to. And this is emotional baggage that you're ready to let go of. But I feel like you're having a hard time. You know, it's almost like when you've been told something for so long, or you've been treated in a certain way for so long, it's hard to believe that in your mind, right, that it should be different or it could be different, because people have worked so hard for so many years in your life to make you believe one way. So, but I feel like you're starting to understand. You're starting to see that it is because of the effort that you've put out, the lack of return on your investment as far as love and support, the reason why you question loving you as a person. Survivor, this is in the reverse. When everyone counted you out, you made it through because you're a survivor. And I feel like you no longer want to deal with this. When I see this in the reverse, I feel like you're tired of being in survivor mode when it comes to dealing with the people in your life that should love and respect you. You feel like you're just surviving at this point by constantly people pleasing, by constantly showing up for people who, again, are unworthy of your gifts, who do not genuinely appreciate you, and they do not return the kindness in the way that you would expect. In fact, these people probably, make it seem like you're hard to understand, that you're difficult to deal with, that you are hard to love. So again, in turn, it's making you question you loving yourself. And there's a lack of direction. Stop, take a moment, catch your breath, but most of all, don't panic. Look around and try to realign with yourself. Trust yourself. Your life compass will never lead you wrong. In the end, you always find your way. And I feel like you're wanting direction, but you lack it at this time. You lack direction in how to deal with these people in your life who seem to be embedded in your life in a way that it has a high impact on you and how you see yourself. How do you change this direction? How do you redirect yourself to think differently? Because based on what people have told you, you should think about yourself in a certain way, right? You should see yourself in a certain manner. Again, it is about learning the self, right? But again, when we have people of high influence in our life, our parents, people who we grew up with, mentors, whatever the case may be, who constantly told us one thing about ourselves or treated us in certain ways, it's like trying to redirect without direction. Trying to redirect without an external influence can be very difficult. And you're feeling exposed. You're feeling, when I see this guarded card in the reverse, when you're guarded, it's like you have your walls up and, barriers up and no one can come in. But I feel like this is more about, in this personal situation, this is about you feeling like you have no more fight left. Like, again, you're tired of being in survivor mode. You just want to be seen properly. You just want to be loved properly. You want to be able to be in a vulnerable place and know that you have people around you who will treat you with love and respect and give you that support that you need, that you've been lacking for a very long time. You're tired of having to be tough, hold your guard. You're tired of having to just get through everyday life and survive it. You are tired of that. You want to actually feel life happen for you, feel like you have a purpose, and not the purpose of just pleasing everyone else, which again, it's a hard truth I feel like that you're seeing, and it's kind of hard to accept, but at least you're seeing it. At least you're realizing that's what's happening. At least you're realizing that, yes, maybe the people in my life who I've been there for, who I've done so much for, truly don't see me, truly don't appreciate me. And it's making you question your own self-worth here. Look around, find some signs the universe is speaking to you. Yeah, I feel like you are starting to realize this slowly but surely. You're starting to pay more attention to your environment. You're starting to pay attention more and more to what's actually happening, how you're showing up for others, but then how others are not showing up for you in the same way. There's a lack of equal give and take in this matter. You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. Yeah, maybe it's time for you to venture out. Maybe it's time for you to, again, walk away from the people in your life who are not appreciating you. Stop giving your best to people who will never give their best to you. Your cup is dried out because you're not being poured into in the proper way. Yeah. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. Yes, it's not your burden to carry. It's time for you to start showing up for you, it seems. It's time for you to pour into yourself, especially if there are not people in your life right now that are pouring into you as they should. And it's an honest but hard truth that you're starting to see. You can feel it more so. And you're tired. You're tired of just surviving it. You're tired of just accepting that, the bare minimum or harsh criticism is enough. There are many doors that lead to the place you truly belong. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, forging a new path. It's time to venture out here. There's soul tribe. There's people in your life that would truly appreciate you for who you are. And all you have to do is let your true colors show so your tribe knows how to find you. There you go. Confirmation. There are people who would love to connect with you, who would appreciate your gifts, who would appreciate your kindness, who would appreciate your efforts in their life. And you aren't done. You are just getting started. So no time to give up now. You survived this. You're now starting to see and be honest with yourself and others about what you expect from them and from yourself. If they cannot give that to you, then it's time for you to move on. Look at and find those other doors where you truly belong with your soul tribe who will appreciate you and truly see you. But your time is just getting started. Your time to shine is just beginning. Maybe this was just a lesson that you needed to learn in order to realize that self-love is the most important love. And what happens when you don't give it to yourself, you can't expect to get it from others. So maybe this is also a time for you to reflect on learning how to show yourself more love, to expect more from others, especially if you show up for other people all the time. You should expect that people show up for you. In this life, equal give and take is how you show love, is how you show respect, is how you show care and admiration for the people in your life that mean something to you. That is what love is, not neglect. Oh, not neglect. One more. Not neglect. Who else? Not. Yeah. You have a lot of people in your life that wear these masks around you that make you feel, unworthy. And it is about control. Somebody could be a creator, weaver of imagination, creativity, innovation. But I feel like with this creator card, it's the realization that sticks out the most for me, for you. You're having this realization. Someone out here, maybe it's not making such good choices, or maybe this is someone who is dealing with legal issues at this time. Someone that's young. Maybe there's potential, for growth here. I feel like in this situation, there is potential for growth, but, maybe somebody is dealing with some legal matters with this, lawyer here as well. Maybe this is a situation too for someone where you were giving your best foot forward for people who caused you to now be in a situation you have to get yourself out of that you were not expecting. That keeps coming out in the messages too, dealing with people who are making you make not such good choices, and you're now in situations that you were not expected to be in. You were deceived in some way. Or, flip it, if this is you. Maybe it's time to be honest with yourself in the direction that you're going. Maybe it's time for growth here. All right, let me pull some zodiac signs for you guys to wrap this up. Get some extra confirmation of who this could be involving. But yes, everybody deserves to be treated with love and respect. If this is not what's happening in your life, if this is not what you're receiving, but you know that you are giving wholeheartedly, it's time to a lot of justice with this Libra card coming out as well. Somebody's dealing with a legal issue, or something's going to come into balance for someone. But yeah, somebody's got some legal matters happening here. Aquarius. Get a couple more. Leo. Gemini. Cancer. Aries. All right, you guys. That's what I have for you for today. I hope that it was helpful. Hope that it was able to give you some food for thought. Hope that you're able to navigate your way through this situation in order to truly find your support system. Whoever's dealing with this legal matter, hopefully there's justice involved in balancing out the scales from the situation that maybe you were done wrong in. Maybe you were mistreated, misunderstood. People took advantage of you. And so maybe justice is here to bring it into balance. But this is also an opportunity for you to see yourself properly as well. A growth opportunity. And to realize there are people who will truly appreciate you and see you for who you are, truly, and not take advantage of that. All right, collective. If the message resonated, please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. But until next time, you guys, bye.